A boy with one piece of bread sees a grown man crying alone on a park bench. The man's suit costs more than this boy's entire life put together, and still, the boy reaches into his bag. He is not stupid. He simply understands something most adults have forgotten. The morning is cold and heavy. A thick gray fog sits over the park like a held breath. Sam walks the same cracked path every single day. Worn shoes, a newspaper bag on his small shoulder, and one piece of bread folded inside a torn brown paper bag. That bread is his only meal today. He has not eaten since yesterday morning, and he is already very hungry. He passes the old stone fountain. The benches are mostly empty at this hour, but one is not. A man sits at the far end, head dropped into both hands, shoulders moving slowly, only in one direction. Only one thing makes a man's shoulders move like that. Sam stops walking. He has seen grown men cry before, but never one wearing a suit like that. Sam does not know the word billionaire. He does not know that Arthur Hale's name appears in newspapers every single week. He only knows what he sees: a man sitting alone, a man hurting quietly. The cold air carries the faint smell of wet stone and old leaves. Somewhere above, a single bird calls once and goes silent. Sam's fingers close slowly around the bread inside his bag. He stands there for a long moment. Then he makes a decision that will change both their lives. Forever. Sam walks over. He does not speak. He sits beside the man the way someone sits beside a dying fire, not to disturb it, just to be near it. Arthur does not look up. Sam reaches into his bag. He takes out the bread. He unfolds the torn brown paper bag slowly, smoothing each crease with his small fingers, and places the bread on the bench between them. He says nothing, because some things do not need words. Arthur finally looks up. His eyes are red. He stares at the bread, then at the boy, then at the bread again. Sam does not look back. He stares straight ahead, at the pale gold light barely pushing through the charcoal fog above the trees. His hands rest still on his knees. Neither of them knows it yet, but this torn piece of brown paper will still exist years from now, and what is written on it will silence a room full of powerful men. Sam has just given away the only thing standing between him and hunger. No explanation, no hesitation, no words. But what Arthur holds on that bench is not bread. It is the first real thing anyone has given him in years. And the next morning, Arthur comes back to that bench. Sam is gone. Arthur Hale has canceled 3 meetings this morning. His assistant has called 4 times. His driver is still waiting at the gate. And Arthur, one of the most powerful men in the city, is standing beside an empty park bench holding a bag of warm food. Sam is not here. The bench is cold. The bread is gone. And Arthur cannot explain, even to himself, why this feels like loss. He sets the food bag down on the bench anyway. He straightens it, steps back, looks at it once, then he leaves. He comes back the next morning. The bag is gone. But Sam is not there either. This continues for 4 days. Arthur arrives early, leaves food, waits. The fog above the park slowly begins to thin, pale olive light pushing through brown branches. Some mornings the food disappears, some mornings it does not. His phone rings again. Board meeting. 40 minutes. Arthur sits down on the bench and lets it ring. On the 5th morning, Sam is there. He's sitting in his usual spot, knees pulled to his chest, newspaper bag flat beside him. His forehead is warm, his eyes are heavy. A small fever has settled into his thin frame overnight. Arthur sits beside him. He does not speak immediately. He opens the food bag slowly and places it between them, the same way Sam once placed bread. Neither of them says a word, and somehow, that is enough. Within 2 days, Arthur arranges a room at a clean shelter nearby. Warm bed, 3 meals, safe walls. Sam moves in quietly. No argument, no excitement. Just a small nod. Arthur drives home that evening, feeling something unfamiliar in his chest. It feels like relief. It feels like maybe things are okay now. He is wrong. 3 mornings later, Arthur visits the shelter. The man at the front desk looks at him carefully, then looks down. Sam left yesterday evening, packed nothing, because he had nothing to pack. He simply walked out. The staff tried to stop him. He shook his head once and kept walking. Arthur stands in the doorway. He does not raise his voice. He does not demand answers. He just stands there, completely still, the way a man stands when something he cannot name has been taken from him. He drives slowly around the neighborhood, past the park, past the fountain, past the bench, empty. He is about to turn back when something on the shelter doorstep catches his eye. He stops the car, steps out. It is the torn brown paper bag, Sam's torn brown paper bag, the one he used to wrap the bread the very first morning, left behind on the doorstep, deliberately folded, like it meant something. Arthur picks it up. His hands are not steady. He opens it slowly, and inside, there is something he did not put there, something written in a child's handwriting. 3 words. And those 3 words destroy every wall Arthur Hale has spent 58 years building. Arthur has given Sam a room, food, warm walls, and Sam has walked away from all of it, quietly, without a word. But inside the torn brown paper bag is something Arthur was never meant to find, and when he reads it, his entire world goes silent. 3 words, written in the unsteady handwriting of a child who never finished school, written in pencil, slightly smudged, on the inside of a torn brown paper bag that once held a single piece of bread. You seemed hungry. Arthur reads it once, then again. Then he cannot read anymore, because his vision has gone completely blurred. He sits in his car outside the shelter for a long time. The engine is off. The phone is silent. Outside, the first real sunlight of the week is beginning to break through, warm amber light falling slowly across the street in long, quiet lines. Arthur is not thinking about his company. He is not thinking about the board meeting. He is not thinking about the 43 missed calls on his phone. He is thinking about a 10-year-old boy who gave away his last meal, not out of pity, not for reward, simply because he looked at a crying man and saw hunger. Arthur gets out of the car. No driver, no assistant, no security. He walks on foot, back through the neighborhood, past the shelter, past the old stone fountain, down the cracked path through the park. The fog is completely gone now. The trees hold soft gold light in their branches. Somewhere nearby, the city is already loud and moving. But this bench, this one bench, sits perfectly still. And Sam is there. Same spot, same worn shoes, newspaper bag beside him. He is looking at the fountain, calm, unbothered, the way only someone who owns nothing can be truly calm. Arthur stops a few feet away. Sam looks up. He does not look surprised. He simply moves, just slightly, making room on the bench. Arthur sits. Neither speaks for a long moment. The warm amber light falls across both of them equally, the boy with nothing and the man with everything. 2 people sitting in the same silence. Then Arthur reaches into his coat pocket and places something on the bench between them. It is the torn brown paper bag, folded neatly, just the way Sam once folded it around the bread. Sam looks at it, then at Arthur. Arthur nods once. Slowly, Sam opens it. Inside, the note is still there, his 3 words still visible in pencil, but below them now, in a different hand, in ink, 4 more words have been added. So did you. Sam stares at those words for a long time. His small fingers hold the paper carefully, the way you hold something that might disappear. The fountain runs quietly nearby. A bird lands on the bench arm and leaves again. Neither of them moves. Arthur doesn't offer money. He doesn't make promises. He simply reaches into the bag he carried from the car, the same kind of plain bag Sam once carried, and takes out 2 pieces of bread. He places one in front of Sam. He keeps one for himself. They eat together on the bench, in the warm gold morning, in complete silence. 2 people who found each other at the exact moment both were starving, just for different things. This is what the newspapers never write about Arthur Hale. This is the morning that quietly changes everything. Weeks later, when Arthur stands before his board and announces he is funding 50 new shelters across the city, no one in that room understands why. No one knows about the bench. No one knows about the bread. No one knows about a small torn paper bag sitting folded in the inside pocket of the most expensive suit in the room. No one except one boy, who already knew that cold, foggy morning what real hunger looks like. The poorest hand in the room is often the first to reach out, because it already knows what it means to go without.